Hi, welcome back to the Positively Craig YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Yes, you're not seeing a ghost, you're not seeing an apparition, it is me. I am back and I'm bringing my channel back after quite some time now. It's been a couple of years since I last done a video. Obviously I've had some things change in my life, some different things that I've had to work through myself, and now I feel like I'm ready to start up again, start my videos again and start spreading that positivity back to you guys. You know, after all this time, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's kept following me, people who've kept on my channel, all the supporters who've stayed with me, even though there's been quite a long break. A lot of you guys have still kept up with me and still talk to me and ask me about my channel all the time, and I want to say a huge thank you to all those guys out there. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. I've got something really fun for you today. You'll really enjoy this topic, so yeah, let's go. Okay, so yeah, what is the topic that I'm bringing back today? What is the first topic after all this time that I'm going to talk about? And it is to do with time. It's to do with having a break from something. Now, is it something that you've, like for instance, a hobby that you've got, or something that you really love to do and you used to do it regularly, but then life got in the way? It could be something like you started a family, you started a new job, you've moved home, you know, lots of different things can get in the way, especially in life. It can be very tough for us to try and sort of deal with big changes in our life and things that are going to, you know, affect what we love to do and things we've loved to do all our lives that may, you know, just come in the way and stopped us getting what we wanted to do. So today I'm talking about what is it something that you've got a huge passion about, something that you used to absolutely love to do years ago, you know, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you know, when you were a child. What is your biggest passion that you would love to come back and do? Something that you'd love to start up again, something that you haven't done for a long time, that you think, you know what, now's the right time. Maybe like your kids have grown up, you've found a bit more time in your life, something's changed, and these are the things I want to talk about today. So yeah, we're going to look at different aspects, different things that we can look at with you know, starting ourselves up on the path that we used to love so much and getting back to it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to start off with how we're going to get back on that horse, how we're going to start up doing those things that we loved so much that maybe we've took a bit of time away from. So we're going to put this into points in regards to how we're going to do this. Obviously the first stage is identifying. First thing is you want to identify what it was that you really enjoyed doing, or something that you would love to do. It could even be something that you've maybe in the back of your mind wished when you were younger, I'd love to have started that, I'd love to have done this, but you never had the time, life was in the way. So I'll start off by identifying what that issue is. What is it that could possibly really, you know, bring that new spark to your life, or sort of re-engage you know, the spark that you used to have for this thing that you used to love doing so much. So this is the first thing we need to identify. Was it something that is going to make a difference to your life? Is it something that helped other people? What was the reason for why you were doing this? So identifying a very, very good reason to pick this up. Is it something that's going to help you, your family, your friends, or is it just something that you just absolutely love doing and that you couldn't, you know, never wanted to give up, but unfortunately something got in the way and you had to give up? But yeah, this is the first point, is identifying what that issue is, and hopefully, you know, being able to sort of see a way into getting that back into your life. Second phase, putting it into action. How are we going to make this happen? So what it was that, like for instance, let's look at what it was that you had that you used to do. Like for instance, I'll use an example for now. Say for instance you used to play a musical instrument, for instance, and you used to play it, and you used to always have a guitar, for instance. I'll just use that as an example, a guitar that you used to pick up and you always used to play it. And then say for instance you start a new job where you don't really have much downtime, or maybe start a family where, for instance, you know, just life gets in the way, which is one of the bigger problems is that as you get older, things, you know, your priorities, your expectations, your working life, you know, a lot more comes onto your plate, so you find you do have a little bit less time to do the things that you used to enjoy. But this is part of being a parent, for instance, or being, you know, active as being an adult, is you do lose that time. But now it's time to look at, do you have that availability, do you have that ability to come back in and start that passion that you used to have for what it is you used to do. So identify, for instance, like a guitar. Now pick a guitar up. Now you may be rusty. Everybody, once you've not done something for a while, it is, as they say, riding a bike, as they say. But picking that up, starting in the beginning. If you may have got rid of your guitar, for instance, or musical instruments, or what it is you used to do. So first off things, you want to find the instruments, find the things that you need to start doing what you love again. So first off, identify, find what it was. Secondly, let's put it into action. What are we going to do? How are we going to make this work? How are we going to find the means in order to fulfill or put forward what we are going to do with this hobby or passion or whatever it is that you're going to do. So make sure that we look at what it is and how we're going to make that happen, and that should lead on to giving you more creative ideas, more scope, finding out where you need to be or what you need to be or what you need to get this to work. A sustainable plan. Now, it's all well and good starting a hobby, starting out, first thing, I'll pick up this item, or I'll start doing this one thing, or I'll do like one training session or something. That's great. Everyone can start at ground level, and we'll start with that one thing, but it's seeing it through. It's having the convictions to carry it through, to carry on doing what it is this passion is. Now, how is that going to look? How are we going to make that work? So you have to have a really good plan. You need to understand that it isn't just, I'm going to take an hour to go and do this thing, and then you sort of pit it off. You have to have a sustainable plan. You have to have the right mentality, the right frame of mind to be able to keep going and put this into place. So make sure that you do start with a plan. Make sure that you write it down or put a schedule, have a diary up on your wall, and make sure that you are putting in regular spots in which you can make this happen. Don't think I'll do it and I'll fit it in where I can, because fitting it in where you can will inevitably, life will get in the way. You have to make a conscious effort to make sure that you're putting this into play. Pick a date, pick a time, pick somebody to go with. One of the big things that I find motivated me in some instances is having a buddy system, where if I had to go and do, for instance, I used to go to the gym, I used to pick up with somebody, so I used to say, well, listen, you pick me up one week and I'll pick you up the next week, that type of thing. So it motivates you. You think, right, well, that person's coming around to get me, this person's coming to pick me up in the car, for instance, so I have to be ready, for them. I have to make sure I've packed my gym bag, or I've packed what it is I'm going to do, because then it gives you a sense of purpose. You've got somebody who can sort of spot you, as they say in the gym, and this will give you the motivation to keep going, because you feel like you don't want to let that person down, but also you want to support them. And that is something that I think really helps me, because people in different ways will benefit from help or support. Some people like doing whatever this activity is, you're motivated enough to do it alone. Some people, having that buddy system can really help, because then you feel like you're being, someone's coaching, someone's pushing you. And for me, that was a big thing. So find out what works for you. Is it going to be something that you're motivated enough to do yourself once you've got this schedule, or involve someone else? Get somebody who's maybe looking to do the same thing or something similar, and both coach each other, push each other, having that drive, saying, I'm gonna do better than you or something. Have a little bit of healthy competition. So always, I think that's one of the important things, is finding out what works for you. Is it solo? Is it as a group activity? It could be a band, it could be anything. Whatever it is that you need to do, make sure and find out what works best for you, and make sure that you've got that schedule built in, that time scale built in, and do not waver from it. Make sure you keep to your convictions and you keep going and motivating yourself, because once you start doing it, it will take over. That motivation will take over. You'll want to do it. You'll want to really sort of push yourself into doing better, especially if, like, for instance, if you're something you're going to lose weight, you'll see those pounds coming off, and that will motivate you greatly. So yeah, make sure that you put a good schedule in, find what the best working method is for you, and make it happen. So you've put this into play, you've started this action, you've got a schedule, got everything set in place. Now, is it something that's making you happy? Is it something you're really enjoying? And do you want to sort of inspire other people to do the same? So I would say, tell a lot of people, sort of put it on your social media, make sure that you're telling people that you've turned a corner, you've really started improve yourself, you've picked up an old hobby. Some people will feel inspired, some people will see your story and go, wow, I remember when I used to do this, I used to do that, and maybe I should have a go with that. Let them reach out to you, let them talk to you. Make sure that you're sharing that information, even if you want to share this video, sort of to give that sort of like that kick up the butt, as they say, to get people up and running and get people going on something that maybe they've forgotten they loved so much, that just life got in the way. As you get older, whatever the reason is, make sure that you're passing that information on, that you're giving other people a little spark of inspiration, a little help, that support system that we can lack, or you drift apart over years of maybe your best friends, people you've lost touch with, old work friends. You've really got to try and put that out there for other people, because one of the biggest things is you can get so caught up in your everyday life, your working life, your family life, that you just don't see the woods for the trees, as they say. You do need to try and see if you can sort of come out yourself and make that little bit of time for yourself to better yourself, to enjoy yourself, to get back to the person that you used to be. So I would say definitely share this information, give it to other people, share this video, like and subscribe, if you are new to watching this video, which would be nice. But yeah, please, do that for other people, because this is why I do my videos. I do this for other people. I don't do it for myself. As I've always said in all my videos, if you look back, I don't get paid to do this, I don't get any monetary value for it. It's just something I love to do for other people. So yeah, make sure that you share that with other people, because the well-being and the good feelings you get from doing that, for me it's so rewarding. So yeah, give that a thought. Okay, so that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, a little bit rusty coming into this one. It's been a while since I've done one, so yeah, if I'm a bit stuttery, a little bit please forgive me. I'm sure my videos will get better once I start getting to this. But you know what, I want to say a massive thank you, a huge overwhelming thank you to everybody who stuck with me over these years, because there will be more content to come. There's going to be some really good content. I've got some great ideas coming up. There's going to be some fantastic videos coming, so make sure that you stay tuned. And I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and share with all your friends. Start getting my videos out there again, because I know they helped a lot of people. So yeah, I've been Positively Craig. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.